What's happening, guys? Welcome back. I know a lot of you guys that follow me are interested in my opinion on how the lease purchase program is here over at P&S Transportation. So we're going to talk about it. Now, I want to preface this video before I get into the lease purchase over here with a few stigmas that I've noticed in the industry. One of them being is that you're not a true owner-op if you're a lease operator, or you cheated your way to being an owner-op by lease operating. However you want to interpret that stigma definitely exists. And my response to that comment is, it doesn't matter how you got it, just as long as you got it. Also, you know, you're not a true truck driver if you're not driving a stick shift or a manual. You know, that's just a load of crap. You can call me a steering wheel holder all day long. The only thing that I care about, guys, is the money that I bring home to my family. So, with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into my review on leasing over here at P&S Transportation. So far, guys, I really don't have any issues with the lease purchase program over here, other than my truck. This truck is a 2019 Freightliner Cascadia. It's got, I want to say 460,000 miles on it. And, you know, it runs great. It's just so old school compared to what I'm used to. You know, when you get into this industry, these companies, they want to put you in these fresh new models, the 2022s, the 2023s. And yeah, they're a nice, smooth ride. They're decked out, you know. And you just don't appreciate them until you get put into an older model truck that, you know, it's a company truck. It's taken care of at the bare minimum. And, you know, it is what it is. This truck here, as far as my understanding goes, they don't come with inverters. They don't come with fridges. So, you know, you're left to basically get all that done on your own. Now, you can have an inverter in here. From what my understanding is, it's got to be up to, it can't be past 2,500 watts, which, you know, most of my inverters were around 2,500, 2,000, I think, in my past trucks. And I've never had a problem with that wattage. So that's not a big issue for me. I had to get rid of my stand-up fridge and freezer that I had, because I got this big wall unit right where I had my fridge at in my last truck. So I had to take that out and get one of these stupid little $100 coolers at the truck stop, and I've been working off that. Guys, if you don't have at least a cooler in your truck, you got to get one. Financially, it's super expensive to be eating out here, spending money on drinks and food every day, especially your drinks. You know, I've done it. I've been there. You don't want to have to pull into a truck stop every single time you want to drink. And if you don't have a cooler, then, you know, you're going to be having to pull in anytime you're done with a drink and you're thirsty. Not only are you killing 30, 45 minutes, sometimes even longer, hell, depends on what truck stop you go to, but those drinks are like $4 a pop, you know, so definitely get yourself a cooler. My truck payment that I make to P&S weekly is $650. So I think, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the total truck note is 94,000 or 97,000, somewhere around there. What it is, it's $650 for every week for the first 2.5 years, and then if you want to buy out the truck, you got to pay a balloon payment of $40,000. So, guys, if you want to buy the truck, that's up to you. You know, to me, I'm handling this lease just like it is. It's a lease. So those expenses is what I'm paying in order to make the extra money. At the end of the day, I feel I'm boosting my income by at least 1.5 times. That's what I've experienced so far. Sometimes I'm doubling my income. It just depends on the weeks that I have. And I've been having a lot of crappy weeks lately. These rates are just terrible. It seems like it's starting to improve, but man, it definitely can use a lot more improvement. I'm averaging about $5,000 to the truck gross weekly, and that's just not going to cut it. I need to do at least $6,000. 7 would be nice. But yeah, you're going to be looking at paying around $650 a week for your truck payment, and then you have the P&S requires that you put 9.5% into your maintenance escrow account. Now, that's awesome to me, because some of you guys might not have the discipline to put aside 9.5% for a maintenance account. You know, so that's happening automatically. That money I count is gone. You know, yes, it's technically still my money, yada yada yada, but that money right there, it's part of cost of doing business. That's the way I'm looking at it. So you get 70%. You get 70% of the line haul minus the 9.5%, and P&S wants their 30%. So we're just going to go ahead and round that off to 40%. So you're looking at getting 60% of the line haul at that rate right there. Now, 60% of $5,000, you're looking over $2,500 netting. Then, of course, you still got your taxes. And what I've been doing is saving 25% of my net income and putting that into a separate account. So that way, you know, every quarter I just go ahead and pay it, and whatever if they owe me or whatever, we'll sort that out at the end of the year. So, you know, there's a lot of predatory lease programs out there. I don't feel like P&S is one of them. So far, though, I can only report on what I'm experiencing. That's why I wanted to wait a little bit to make this video. You know, I've been leasing here for almost 2 months now, and I have no complaints, none. So the truck has been into the shop once. I was having a coolant leak. I noticed on one of my pre-trips. It was all leaking underneath there, so I took it to the shop. They replaced it. It was a gasket. They replaced the gasket, and yeah, they took it out of my maintenance escrow account, guys. So what I do, I pay myself like I'm an employee, and then the rest of the money I put into my business checking account. That way I can start working towards some of my career goals that I want to accomplish. So should you guys do the lease program? I feel that's completely up to you and what your goals are. You know, my goals are to learn to manage my money, learn to manage these lanes, gain experience in just taking care of my truck and managing all these bills. I think it's going to bring me one step closer to being an owner-op, and it's also giving me the opportunity to put away money into my checking account so I can acquire some of my goals down the future. And for me as a company driver, with the kind of personal overhead that I have, it would take me an extremely long time to get to where I want to be. So I feel personally in my situation, it's working out for me because I'm speeding up the whole process and learning the game all at the same time. So I know what I'm coming into it for. I will tell you this, I don't plan on purchasing this truck. I plan on treating this thing just like a lease. So there you have it, guys. That's my review on leasing over here at P&S Transport. I hope it helps some of you guys out. And if you like the content, as always, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Y'all take care.